Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and I hope all of you are doing great. So in this video we're gonna take a look at the stocks that I've selected for swing trade for next week, and in this video I'm gonna explain the whole logic for why I chose these specific stocks and how's the setup and all of that. So before starting the video, standard disclaimer: I am not a SEBI registered analyst, and any stock discussed here is not a buy or sell recommendation. Please consult your financial advisor before taking any trade or making any investment. So what I usually do is every week I select few stocks. Scan hundreds of stocks and select the few stocks which are in a good setup and will give me the a good move, some 10 to 15 percent kind of a short move for swing trade in the shortest time possible. So that's the whole logic that I have before selecting the stocks which are in good setups, mainly the stocks that are making all-time high or the 52-week high or any perfect reversals that are not that are at the very point of reversal that can also give me a 10 to 15% move easily. So here is the list of stocks that I have selected this week, meaning for the next week for the swing trading. So the first one is Polycab. As you can see, the stock is just consolidating in a range. If you can mark here the lower boundary and the upper boundary, the stock has just been consolidating since September in a range, and every time it approach the upper trend line, take a look at this. Every time it approached the upper trend line, it uh, went back down again, and on the lower side there is buying pressure. So it's just consolidating in a range. As you can see here, there's the upper wick at the resistance and the lower wick at the support. Neither buyers are willing to give up, and neither the nor the sellers are willing to give up. Every time the stock is reaching the resistance zone, the sellers are pushing the price back down, and every time the stock is reaching this zone of 2200, the buyers are again buying and pushing the price to the upper side. So why I selected it this week is uh, after so after long consolidation, there is a chance, like look at these candles. These candles signify strength, a little bit consolidation just below the resistance zone. As you can see here, uh, I'll be waiting for it to give a clean breakout, a big wide range candle like this, not like this, and I'll wait for the closing, because last time also, a few times before, it uh, during the day it went above the resistance zone, but at the closing came back, and after that a selling pressure came. So I'll wait for it to cross this zone of 2600 and give a good close like this here, a good wide range candle combined with the volume. Then I'll take a trade, but right now I'm keeping it in the watch list because it's approaching the resistance zone. So that's basically the whole logic of keeping it in the watch list, because it's near the resistance zone and there could be a breakout. And the second stock that I've selected is Jindal Stainless Steel. It eventually gave a breakout last week, but as you can see here, it again came back below the resistance zone. So right now it's not going down. So as long as it is consolidating in this range, that is very good for the stock. Right now I don't think the building the momentum is high, that why uh, the buying pressure is high or the momentum is high. That's why it again came back for a little more consolidation. So right now it can just consolidate here and then again give a breakout. So as long as it is trading in this range of like 200 to 190 rupees, 10 rupee range, I'll keep it in the watch list and look for the buying opportunity in case it gives a breakout. So the next one is its twin, Jindal Hisar. As you can see here, after forming a nice saucer pattern, it gave a breakout but again started consolidating uh, right at this point instead of going like this. So just like the Jindal stainless steel, just like the JSL, uh, but it is in a relatively better structure, as you can see, because the consolidation is happening above the resistance zone. That is a good sign. I usually like these kind of setups, a nice saucer pattern and consolidation right above the resistance zone. So right now it's a good time to accumulate it as long as it is above 340 rupees. And once it crosses this level of 378 with big good wide range candle, I'll look for adding more. So the next one is Shama Metallics. It's more kind of a reversal, as you can see here. It was in a downtrend since the July 2021, and last week it gave a breakout, uh, a weak breakout, but then again a strong one, and also retested that trend line, the low trend line. So right now it could be a good reversal trade because the metal stocks are doing well and the metal index is also approaching the resistance zone, and if there's a breakout it will do well. So as long as it is above this level of 328, I'll be looking for buying opportunities. Next one is Panama Petro. So as you can see here, it was also just consolidating. It formed kind of a descending triangle pattern, as you can see here. It was taking support at this zone of rupees 240 to 250. One shakeout, which is a good sign, a shakeout before the breakout. That pushes the weak buyers, weak hands. Uh, Mark Minervini and Jesse Livermore explaining this concept of weak hands and the strong hands. The weak hands are the people who have bought it, but now they are fearful that the stock will go down and they sell, and next day after that buyers come back and the stock again starts trading in a range. And last week it had an amazing breakout, as you can see here. Look at the volumes, they were the highest, I think so, they were the highest ever volumes. And look at the candles, big white range candles, and now it crossed the uh, resistance zone of 310 rupees. But the problem with such sudden move is that stock doesn't have the time to pull back. So after a big move, it's not a good idea to enter right after it, because there is some pullback and the stock will come down to test the average and then it can consolidate here. Then it would be a good buy once it crosses this level. So the next one is Minda Corp. So this last week it also gave a breakout. It was just consolidating in a range, and look at the breakout. The breakout was very good. Look at the wide range candle and the volume, and after that it's just consolidating here, so making small candle, getting ready for another move. So as long as it is above 180, this whole resistance level that we had, uh, it is a good buy. Any pullback would be a good opportunity. Pullback combined with low volume and breakout combined with high volume, just like this one. Breakout combined with high volume is also a good buy, and pullback combined with low volume. And at the reversal, let's say stock come down to this level to test this level and consolidate and reverses. When uh, I'll get the reversal confirmation, then I'll enter, and that would be a very good point to add the stock. And right now also it can just move up after a small consolidation. It can just again move up with a breakout without even testing the support. That would be also good. So the next one is the Suntech Reality. It is consolidating near. It approached its all-time high level, but last week it failed to cross this level. So last week it gave a declining a trend line breakout with good amount of volume. That is a good sign. And since then it has been up like 8%, and right now it's facing resistance at the all-time high level. So once it crosses the all-time high level with good amount of volume and big wide range candle, that would be a very good buying opportunity, because the strong is showing strength. Nifty is still away from its all-time high level, and this specific stock is showing strength. The next one is Nasdaq. Last week it gave a head and shoulder inverse head and shoulder breakout, as you can see here. Shoulder, head, shoulder, inverse head and shoulder breakout, and instead of going up directly, right now it's just consolidating in a range, as you can see here. A rectangle consolidation, which is also good sign. Combined with the declining volume, that is a good sign. Consolidation right after the pattern breakout usually gives a strong move that will take it to the all-time high level. So right now I have in such cases I'll enter 25% position, and once it breaks out from this consolidation, then we'll add the rest of the position. Right now 25% position, and rest are after the breakout. Next one is Pokerna, as you can see here. Uh, last week it also gave a amazing breakout with very high volume, and right now it's also it gave a cup and handle breakout, as you can see here. It gave a cup and handle breakout uh, 2 weeks back. A cup and handle breakout combined with a strong volumes, increasing volume, that is a very good sign. And right now it's just consolidating in a range, a rectangular range, just like the previous one that gave the like the mass stack. Now it's consolidating, and that is a good sign, because once it crosses this level with good amount of volume, just like this one, a breakout, that would be really nice and will give a very strong move. So next one is Paraj Industries. So it was just consolidating for many months, just in a range, waiting for the its 200 moving average to catch up with the price that it tested, and then look at this test of 200 moving average and the bounce back combined with high volume. So right now I'm just waiting for it to cross the level of 398. Then I will start buying this, because that would be the all-time high breakout, and now it has tested its uh, 200 moving average. That is the test of the mean, or the mean reversion, in which the stock with time converges with the average price, that is 200 moving average in this case. So once it crosses the level of 398, it can give a really nice 10 to 15% move on the upside. So the next one is TCS. Actually it already did a trade in this. I bought it around this level first. When it was confirmed that it is reversing, it was a really safe bet. The stock formed the double bottom, as you can see here, double bottom right at the support level. That was the previous breakout region, and after that a little bit small consolidation where I added more, and after that again up move, and now it's filling the gap. As you can see here, there was a bad gap created during the last results 2-3 months back, and now it's this was the resistance level that it crossed with very wide range candles combined with volumes, and now again it tested this level, retest of the resistance. That is a very good sign. Now it's again going up and looking for an all-time high breakout. So already added position along the way, and right now also it is looking good to add more. So the next one is FL India. Again you can call it a cup and handle breakout. Last week it gave a breakout, and now it also consolidating of the resistance zone, so that is a good sign. A little bit consolidation of the breakout, it can just move here and then go up again. So as long as it is above this level of 1250, there is nothing to worry about. Next one is the Pix Transmission. It also gave a breakout last week, and now just consolidating above the breakout. And Once it crosses this level of 992, then it will give a further move. But I would like a little bit more consolidation in this zone before the stock goes up. And as long as it is above 875, there's nothing to worry about, because the breakout was really good wide range candle combined with really high volumes. So I like such breakouts and a consolidation above the breakout. Although with the breakouts without consolidation, like price just keep moving like this, are more powerful ones. But uh, such setups gives you an opportunity to add more. So next one is a reversal trade. As you can see here, it formed a head and shoulder pattern but didn't give a breakout. Instead, it just started consolidating right above its 200 moving average and the previous support zone. Now it's forming a kind of a rectangle, uh, consolidating in a range right above its 200 moving average. Look at the long wicks on the lower side showing strength that buyers are coming back, and the breakout, or the head and shoulder breakout failed, and now right now it's consolidating. So once it crosses this level, it can easily move to something like 2300. So I'll be waiting for it to cross 29, sorry, 1960, that is 1960 rupees, before entering. Look at the volumes: high volume on the green days and low volume on the red days. Next one is the Sri Digvijay Cements. It gave a declining trend line breakout with good amount of volume, as you can see here, very high volumes. It retested its 200 moving average and gave a declining trend line breakout. So as long as it is above 70 rupees, it is looking good, and it can head higher to this level of 88, 88, 89 rupees, or the all-time high level of 98 rupees. Next one is Hindalco. Uh, Last week it gave a inverse head and shoulder breakout. As you can see here, this was the inverse head and shoulder breakout, and after that, a small consolidation, then again the up move. This is what I was talking about in other stocks that are consolidating right above the pattern breakout, that they consolidate a bit and then gives a really good move on the upside. As you can see here, look at the volume. So one can add along the way when you can see the trend is really strong. As you can see here, the trend is really strong and the stock is climbing up with volume. It is a good opportunity to add, and it can go and test its all-time high level of around 550 rupees. Next one is Vinity Organics. It is also approaching its all-time high level, although the momentum is a little bit weak, but right now it's approaching the all-time high level. And once it gives the breakout of this level of 2132 to 2184, that it can give a decent move of 10 to 15%. So keep this uh, stock in your watch list. Next one is the Fact Fertilizer and Chemical, and it is also trading its near its all-time high level and just consolidating right below the resistance zone. That is a very good sign. So once it crosses this level of 153 and 146, then I look for buying opportunities. And if I see a, a little bit more consolidation and the lower wicks with high volume, with sorry low volume, a consolidation with low volume and the lower wicks, then I'll take a small initial position of 25%, and once the stock breakouts, then I'll scale up as the stock moves. And the last one that I've selected is the Aptus Value Housing Finance. Although the IPO came few months back in August 2021, and since then it has crossed its IPO level, but it hasn't crossed the high it made after the IPO, and it was just going down and again back and down and again back. And last week it gave the declining trend line breakout with the good amount of volume. So why it could be a good swing trade? Look at the all these long wicks. What does this long wick, all these long wicks mean? It means that the buyers are strong and they are not letting the price of the stock go down, and they are willing to buy at any price right now. As you can see here, look at this long wick here right before the breakout. They are pushing the stock up and absorbing all the supply that is coming. So this is our final support zone at 300. So right now it gave a breakout and again a doji. That is a good sign, retesting the breakout. So as long as it is above this zone of 327, or it can easily reach its all-time high level, and above it can give a breakout and give a nice 15% move. So as long as it is above 330, it is a good opportunity to buy a 50-25% position right now and rest after the all-time high breakout. So this was it for today's video, and I hope you learned something. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share. So this was it. Goodbye, take care.